That's how to build people. Amen. To 23. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye be single, the whole of your body will be full of light. Thank you. Somebody else, verse 23. But if your eyes is bad or evil, the whole of the body will be full of darkness. If therefore the light is in you, if therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Looking at the power of focus. Somebody else read for me. No, I will not be ashamed. We'll be looking at those two phrases, the word therefore. Therefore. Did you notice therefore? Therefore. So we'll look at that. That's the power of focus. In science, it is believed that if light is concentrated on a particular spot, after a while, it will generate enough energy to burn that object or go aflame on that object. How many agree with that? That's science. That's the power of focus. Nobody becomes great by looking on another person. And the biggest challenge of our world today is lust. L-U-S-T. To lust me, I want to build a church like New Heritage Baptist Church. You might not have that capacity. You are lost. To lust is to prefer what you cannot have more than what you have. Did you hear me? To lust is to prefer what you cannot have to what you already have. I'm moving very well. Say, that's what you should be walking. I don't know why you are walking like 1914 woman. That is lost. You want to have what you don't have. Is it wrong to desire good things? It's not wrong, provided the good you see, you want to transmit it into your own spouse. I don't know if you got what I'm saying. Just the way she is, you want to transmit into her the good you have loved. Does that make sense to anybody? There is nothing a woman have outside your wife that your wife cannot have. But when you don't celebrate one, whichever way, what I have found out is that if a man concentrates on improving his wife regularly, no other woman on earth will be able to compete with that woman. You didn't hear me. Some of you know my wife. When I got engaged to her, 1987, April 25, when I got engaged to her, my wife came from a deeper life orientation background. All those holiness movements, that's all the church has been to. Deeper life, Bible life, holiness ministry, Maranatha, all those heavy, if you wear earring, you go to hell immediately. You know, all those doctrinal things. So when we got engaged, see me, I'm from a Pentecostal background. So here's my problem. Now my fiancée is coming to greet me. She wore one shapeless long gown. Am I describing anybody here? One shapeless long gown. And always in the spirit. And I say, hey, God, this is the lady I want to marry. Dressing like my mother. Oh God. Mommy, come. So, I went to buy, thank you, 10 yards, 12 yards of different clothes. So I took her to a fashion designer. And I told the fashion designer, I said, Madam, come. This lady is my fiancée. We're not doing boyfriend, girlfriend. We're going to get married. My family. So that you don't say that you see Reverend with one girl. This is not one girl. This is my wife to be. And I said, I want you to look at the catalog. Choose beautiful style that fits her. As I was looking at it, I was saying, I said, Favor, this one fits you. It will show how beautiful you are. He said, Because you see, she's fighting change in her mind. Do you get what I'm saying? She's fighting change. And you don't force change, or that there will be crisis. That's a mistake of APC. So, here you are. I have sold 12 different fantastic designers wear. It cost me so much. To have a good wife is not cheap. So men who don't want to spend money, I pity you. Better go look for money. Are you getting what I'm saying? Invested. So anytime she wore those long, shapeless gowns, I said, yeah. I said, remember that clothes, one of those 12? I said, wear it tomorrow. And when you are coming, bring the one you wore today. Bring it for me. Iron it and bring it. So she will iron it, wash, bring it, and wear the new one. And then I'll put it in a beautiful package and look for another lady and bless the lady with it. No matter what. You get what I'm saying? Then she will say to me, where is the clothes? I say, I bless somebody with it. He says, my clothes. I say, yeah, but I've sold you another one. So I collected all those. I just preached this last week in a conference. And you are all leaders and adults. And I said in that conference, talking on family life, I said, isn't that amazing? The wisdom of heaven. That a man can have sex with his wife and the anointing will multiply upon his life. He can finish sleeping with his wife now sexually and clean up and come and preach, and God will follow him to that meeting and do great things. I said, the same man, the same sex, he goes to have with another woman who is not his wife, and God withdraws completely, and his labor gets destroyed, his life messed up, stories goes everywhere, and man is stranded, the church is empty, everything collapsed. The same sex. Do I make sense to anybody? The same sex. Most probably the same number of time. So I said, won't you? When I said this last week in the leadership, there were over 10,000 people there. One bishop screamed and busted to tears. He said, hey! He said, I never saw it like that. He said, the same sex. You will do the same sex with your wife. God is happy. God is supervising the two of you. God is teaching you to do it better. You will do it outside your wife. Personally supervise your downfall. Isn't it wise enough to stay with the choice you have made? Is that a wise thing to do? Invest into it. She's too fat, take her to gym. She's too slim, give her Bonvita, blow her up. Just put her to the shape you want. Do that make sense to anybody? And let her give you joy continually. You understand? Oh, me, I'm passionate about my wife. Ask your reverend. He knows me. When my wife comes now, you will see that my countenance will change. Because I'm looking very spiritual. I will start laughing. Because my friend has come. My friend has come. Anybody who is not proud enough to introduce his wife is not fit to be called a man. You are not forced to marry her. So honor her. Celebrate her. Defend her. Focus on her to improve her endlessly. Ladies, would that be a good thing if your husband can do that to you? Just put the searchlight on you alone. Go to America, get a red car. Did you get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, in all my travels, my biggest bag is owned by my wife. I do shopping for her. I buy all her things. I'm telling you, I know all her sizes. So I shop for her. Because I think I have a higher taste more than her. She's still very holy. So all these things doesn't matter to her. So I'm the one. I go and do shopping for her. Say, this shoe fits you. I said, oh yeah, we're working, you know. Oh yeah, I'm looking at me. I said, that's my wife. Come on. Yap, yap, this is good. I said, you are just changing me. I said, that's why I married you. I can't marry you and leave you the way I met you. Anybody whose wife has not improved since you got married, you're a failed man. That's the beauty of relationship. Improving one another. Improving one another. Does that make sense? I'm talking about concentration of light. And I'm just looking at the area of family for now. Are you hearing me? Put all your focus on your wife. Number 2, put all your focus on your children. Don't compare them with other people's children. Oh, Roman Lagbajan first class no make. She will make first class but you are one school. You are Baba. You know, at times you are putting your children under some kind of pressure that is not necessary. Please befriend them. Come to their level. Because in primary and secondary, when school was even more stable. So they want. Abi? Focus on your children, and for your children, be their peer group mates. I didn't add pressure to it. That's what they call peer group pressure. But be their peer group mates. You had me chatting with my daughter, talking with my daughter on phone. If you see me, hear me talking with my daughter on phone, you will think I'm talking to a girlfriend. But they're all grown-ups. My last baby is 21. I'm a father of 4. So I talk to them like adults. You got what I'm saying? Say, hey baby, how are you? I'm talking to my girlfriend, my daughter. I'm calling her, hey baby. That's the language of their age. But mama's language, baba's language, and your mother. Abi? Omode, come here. You children, come here. No. I greet my children with high five. Old school, old school. Look at this old school. Yes. Do you get what I'm saying? High five with a hug. How was your night? Did you sleep well? Say yes. You know why? If they can't feel loved at home, a stranger will misinterpret love to them. Did you hear me? And they will tell them love means sex. And they will tell your daughter, I love you. You say, hey, mommy never said that to me. I never heard daddy said that. Are you sure? You say, yes. So let's go under the tree. Before you say, this place is dark. Oh yeah, hold me. That is the beginning. In fact, some of them get pregnant unplanned. We know what I'm talking about. Right? Because they never saw daddy shows love. They never saw mommy shows love. Do you understand? You have no idea how I felt the day my son told me that, daddy, when I grow up and I'm going to marry, I will treat my wife the way you are treating my mother. Say, I love the way you are treating my mother. And that's the way I'm going to treat my wife. And that day I said to myself, boy, if you go to heaven now, you have tried. Why? I have more. Sorry for keeping you long. Thank you. Do you understand that? When are we to close? We should close now? A little more. Okay. We will just try maybe another 20 minutes. Is that okay? So that we can close and then get ready for the evening. I myself am expecting so much from the meeting tonight. Because I've had God spoken to me. And I am a believer in what God says. I've seen it work. Do you understand? So I hope you will come with that high level expectation also. Now, so putting the light. If you put the light, concentrate it on your child, all the vices in our communities today, that light will expose them out of your children. That's the power of focus. Let's balance it. A great wife should also put the searchlight focus on her husband. How do I make my husband the kind of a man that will excite me all my life? A friend, a confidant, a man I can tell everything and I will feel safe. My next of kin in all matters of life. How do I help him? So you put on the searchlight. Men love wives that touches them endlessly if the man is a correct man. Because the girl is going to look for outside. He's going to be touching him also. Abi? So touch your own husband. Hold your husband. Talk graciously with your husband. Men are so sensitive to choice of words. They can't stand a woman who insults them. Is that right, man? They can't stand it.